sell. So at this point, I'm out of the market. After the formation of this candle, remember my bias for the week is bearish. So when I see anything or any candlestick formation that indicates that the trend is about to change from bullish to bearish, I will execute a sell trade. So after they kick me out from this trade, after the close of this candle, you know this is a shooting star. This is a shooting star which indicates that the trend is about to change from bullish to bearish. I would enter sell. Now I wouldn't just enter sell after the formation of this shooting star. I need to be sure that we have sellers in the market. This is a bullish shooting star. If it was a bearish shooting star, by that I mean if the body of the candle was bearish, I would have executed sell trade without going down to 1 hour time frame. But since the body here is bullish, if I just want to trade the 4 hour time frame, I would have waited for this next candle to close bearish before executing a sell trade. I would have waited. So if I had waited for this candle to close, my entry would have been at this level. So after the close of this shooting star, I will go down to 1 hour time frame. Now, if I go down to 1 hour time frame, what are the things I want to see on 1 hour time frame? I want to confirm that there is a zigzag above a bullish candle or a bearish candle. That's what I want to go confirm on 1 hour time frame. There should be a zigzag above a bearish candle or bullish candle. If the zigzag is above a bearish candle, as you know, that is a sell setup, right? But if the zigzag is above a bullish candle, a bearish candlestick would have to close after the bullish candle before I execute a sell trade. So that is what I want to go confirm on 1 hour time frame. So let's go down to 1 hour. So you can see the setup we have on 1 hour. You can see this. This was the last candle on 1 hour time frame after the close of that shooting star candle on 4 hour. This was the last candle on 1 hour time frame. You can see from 11 a.m. to 12. So immediately I came in here and I saw that this candle closed bearish and my zigzag is above it, I would have entered sell. This will be my entry price. This will be what? My entry price. See the difference? Someone is trading with the 4 hour time frame would have entered sell, and the stop loss most likely will be at this level. You can see 66 pips. But like I said, don't risk more than 40 pips on any trade. 66 pips. From 66, let's see the reward. Market just went down 44 pips. Went in the direction 44 pips, and the risk on the trade is 66 pips, which is not a good risk reward. That's very poor. But at the same time, you would have adjusted his stop loss to maybe 20 pips above the entry, right? You should have adjusted stop loss to 20 pips. Since the risk is 66 and you've made something pips at this point, you should subtract that 40 pips or 42 pips from 66 pips. So you'll be left with 24 pips. So your loss on this trade shouldn't be above that 24 pips. Okay? So if you have entered the trade using the 1 hour setup, remember it's the 4 hour time frame that we use in confirming that the trend is about to change. It was on 4 hour, not 1 hour time frame. We just came to 1 hour to confirm we have zigzag above a bearish candle. On 4 hour, there was no zigzag, but we had a candlestick formation which indicates that the trend is about to change. There was no zigzag on 4 hours, but when we came down to 1 hour, our zigzag was above a bearish candlestick. And you know, when the zigzag is above a bearish candlestick, that is a sell setup. Okay, so you would have entered a sell here. Your risk from this point to this point is about 32 pips. Don't use more than 40 pips. So you just add like 8 pips to this. Okay, since this is where you're supposed to use as your stop loss. But like I told you, don't set your stop loss at that obvious level where they can easily hunt. So set it 8 pips above that level. So your stop loss will be like 40 pips. Your risk will be 40 pips. If you are risking 40 pips, your reward should be, please mute your mic. Mute your mic, please. Your reward should be 60 pips, 70 pips. Your first TP could be 60 pips. Your second TP could be 70 pips. So let's see if the market hits the target. So you can see first TP 60 pips at this point. That would have been achieved. 60, then the second one 70 pips. You can see that. Let's go back to the 4 hour time frame. Now, price fell down to this level. What happened here? We had a buy setup. But like I told you guys, I wouldn't buy because my bias for the week is bearish. But we had a good setup to buy here using candlestick formation and zigzag. Using candlestick formation and zigzag, we had a good setup here, but I would not execute a buy trade. So at this point, you can see on 4 hour there is no zigzag at this level. But if you go down to, now it's possible that this zigzag was at this level before. So after this candle broke out from the low of these candles, the zigzag adjusted to the new